General Jones hopes that the Supreme
I
Court
want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I don't have
I
any
do
control
not
over what anyone else does.
have
Sexual relations with that woman.
So help me God.
So help me God. So help me God.
Jones met then Governor William Jefferson Clinton in the lobby of the Excelsior Hotel in Little Rock, Arkansas. She was working, handing out name tags for a conference on May 8, 1991. Jones said that during the conference, a local police officer named Danny Ferguson brought her to a private hotel room to meet Clinton. Jones suffered several sexual advances from then Arkansas Governor Clinton. Jones claims her continued rejection of these advances led to punishment by her state supervisors. The case was heard at the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Arkansas, where the plaintiff, Paula C. Jones, alleged that during her time as an Arkansas state employee, she suffered several sexual advances from then Arkansas Governor Clinton. Jones claimed her continued rejection of these advances led to punishment by her state supervisors. The defendant, William J. Clinton, denied any wrongdoing. He accused Paula of being an opportunist who went public with her story to harm Clinton politically and to make money. In 1994, Clinton filed a motion to dismiss Jones's suit on the grounds of presidential immunity. He argued that allowing private actions to proceed against a sitting president would interfere with their official duties and violate the separation of powers. U.S. District Court Judge Susan W. Wright sided with Clinton's team in 1994. Judge Wright ruled that a trial could not take place until Clinton left office. However, she allowed fact-finding procedures, such as taking sworn statements, to proceed. Jones filed an appeal to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 8th Circuit to reverse the postponement of her trial. In 1996, a 3-judge appellate panel ruled 2-1 that Jones' lawsuit could go to trial, their reasoning being that the president, like all other government officials, is subject to the same laws that apply to other members of our society. Clinton appealed to the Supreme Court of the United States, arguing the president should not face civil lawsuits while in office, even for private conduct. His lawyers pushed to have the case put off until Clinton left office, saying that given the demands of the presidency, he should not be required to answer to civil claims. The Supreme Court granted certiorari. The Supreme Court agreed to hear Clinton v. Jones because it presented the significant question regarding whether a sitting president has immunity from civil lawsuits for actions taken before assuming office, raising important issues about the separation of powers and the extent to which a president can be subject to legal proceedings while in office. The constitutional question was, is a serving president, for separation of powers reasons, entitled to absolute immunity from civil litigation arising out of events which transpired prior to his taking office? The court's decision was no. The court held that the Constitution does not grant a sitting president immunity from civil litigation except under highly unusual circumstances. After noting the great respect and dignity owed to the executive office, the court held that neither separation of powers nor the need of confidentiality of high-level information can justify an unqualified presidential immunity from judicial process. While the independence of our government's branches must be protected under the doctrine of separation of powers, this Constitution does not prohibit these branches from exercising any control over one another. This, the court added, is true despite the procedural burdens which Article 3 jurisdiction may impose on the time, attention, and resources of the chief executive. The court decided on this in a unanimous 9-0 decision that Jones' case could proceed. In 1998, Judge Wright granted summary judgment to Clinton, ruling that Jones showed inability to prove that she was injured, personally or in her career. A witness in Jones v. Clinton, Monica Lewinsky, denied having engaged in a sexual relationship with Clinton. Linda Tripp, a friend of Lewinsky, had recorded conversations where Lewinsky discussed her affair with Clinton. Tripp then turned these tapes over to Kenneth Starr, an independent counsel investigating Clinton's misconduct in office. The revelations from these tapes became known as the Lewinsky scandal. The Supreme Court's ruling in Clinton v. Jones led to the District Court's hearing of Jones v. Clinton, which led to the Lewinsky scandal, when Clinton was asked, under oath, about other workplace relationships, which led to charges of perjury and obstruction of justice and the impeachment of President Bill Clinton. In 1999, Judge Wright found Clinton in contempt of court for intentionally false testimony in Jones v. Clinton and fined him $90,000. Wright also referred the case to the Arkansas Supreme Court's Committee on Professional Conduct, in which Clinton still possessed a law license in Arkansas. This led to the Arkansas Supreme Court suspending Clinton's Arkansas law license in 2000. In 2001, Clinton's U.S. Supreme Court law license was suspended with 40 days to contest his disbarment. Clinton, on the last day to contest the disbarment, opted to resign from the Supreme Court bar, surrendering his license rather than face penalties.